Hey guys, Shoot here. Today is Monday, and today I finished Black Ops 2. Kind of. I'll mute it. There's a lot of challenges, and I'm probably gonna go back and do them at some point. I mean, it was fun. The story, I don't think... I mean, maybe it depends on the ending I got, but I don't necessarily think it was the... No, I think there's nothing to do with the ending. I think the story is... It was just weird. It was a bit disjointed, and I think that's because of the different paths you can take and the different endings you can get. Like, there were these pre-rendered cutscenes, and I think I've mentioned this before. I really liked how the early Call of Duty games always sort of kept you in the player's perspective, and there would be cutscenes where they take away your control, but you could always look around. So there's still a bit of immersion, you're there or whatever. With this game, there's fully pre-rendered cutscenes that are source filmmaker cutscenes where they take you out and it's an actual camera looking out, and it's like this all the time, like that sort of camera moves. I hate that. It's kind of cringy and just weird. And this game had a lot of those. It was just weird. And there were a lot of pre-rendered cutscenes that were just pointless. There was one mission where you're escorting the president down the street, basically. And you get blown up and you fall down, you get the tinnitus, and then normally you'd get that, it would, the screen would fade to black and then fade in as if your eyes were going bad, and then, a guy comes up and he's like, get up, or whatever. They basically did that, except they threw a pre-rendered cutscene in there. And the cutscene was, you get blown up, and then that fades out, and so there's just no sound for 3 seconds, but you can still see, it's still the game, you see the game and it's all blurry because the explosion, and then that fades to black, and then there's a half second where it's loading something, and then it fades back in to the pre-rendered cutscene, which is just first-person, blurry, and the tinnitus comes back, and then it fades out, and then fades back into the game at the exact same point, and it's just, there was no reason to do that at all. I think the reason they did that was for visual fidelity reasons. They had some lens flares and some shading things that they probably maybe couldn't have done in engine as nice looking as that, but it just ended up being so ugly just the way they did it. It's just gross. I don't know. After every mission, you would go back to the USS Obama and there would be a pre-rendered cutscene of the helicopter landing that's it's 3 seconds long and completely pointless. It was just stupid. That's all I can say. It was just dumb. And then there were cutscenes with the Griggs dude, and he was just really stupid. That's all I have to say, is just he was just really dumb. Just going around yelling orders and stuff, but you get the feeling he just has no fucking idea what's happening. What the fuck? This guy's just being, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, maybe not the great. I just particularly don't like the future stuff. I really enjoyed Black Ops 1. I think future warfare is not something that's necessarily fun or interesting. I mean, I don't know, it can be. I feel the game was good. It's still a good Call of Duty game. We're not at the point where or I'm not at the point where I'm playing the games that are we're not at Advanced Warfare yet. Next one's Ghost, but I mean, I just feel it's the more interesting Call of Duty so far have been the ones that were Modern Warfare and the Vietnam one. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. It was good. It's just, it was the ending, and it could have been the ending that I got, but it just sort of felt I feel it's not even the ending I got. It's just that because of the nature of the different paths or whatever, they couldn't fully flesh out a single idea of the story so it all flows perfectly. It sort of seems like you're doing this, and then, it's this is revealed, and then this is revealed, and then, now it's this. And they couldn't properly foreshadow or lead into things, because you can't lead, if you're leading, that's the thing. It felt like it was leading into something that just didn't happen or whatever. There was a point where you could save Sergeant Griggs, or was it Sergeant? You could save Griggs, or not. You could kill him. And I chose to save him because I'm whatever. Seems slightly out of character for this guy to save him, but I'm just do it anyway in case it comes in later, and it doesn't. But maybe he would have if I chose something slightly different. And then there's a guy that dies, but before he dies, a mission before, the guy that kills that dude, I could have killed him, and I chose not to, which led to a different character dying. But if I had killed the dude that ends up killing this other dude, I assume this other dude wouldn't have died later, and maybe that would have changed something. Except the game ends literally one mission later, so I don't think so. So either they were setting up for like sequel stuff where like a hypothetical Black Ops 3 that actually continues the story or something. You could like go back and check the previous save file and see what choices you made and start out that game in some way there. I don't know. That obviously never ended up happening. I mean, maybe it did. I don't know the story of Black Ops Cold War or Black Ops 6. And I know Black Ops 3, train go boom. It has nothing to do with any of the Black Ops at all. I don't know. Maybe they're doing something there that never ended up happening. But it was fun. I mean, it's Call of Duty. It was still Call of Duty. It was fun. Next is Ghosts. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I mean, I kind of am. I'm actually excited to play that because I feel like I know the story of Ghosts is kind of, well, not necessarily dumb. It's a good premise or idea. It's just the way they do it, because they got the Academy Award-winning writer or whatever to write it instead of just, having people that know how to write video games write a video game. From what I know of the story, it's like, it just starts out in like, America is in ruins, and then the South American nations are like, we're all united by some radical force or whatever, and then they're taking over America or something like that. That's like just the start of the game. That already happened. You don't get to experience that or see it happen. Or I think the first mission is like you and your brother are talking to your dad, who was in like this special forces thing, and you're just talking, and then all of a sudden like missiles are coming down, and oh my god, and it's very Hollywood, which I guess was the point. They hired a Hollywood writer or whatever, but oh my god, all this thing's happening and you don't know why, and you think like, okay, that could be an interesting opening, but like immediately there's some red flags. First of all, you and your brother are hanging out with your dad. That just seems way too Hollywood. Like, the only way people are going to be invested in these characters if it's like we make them like brothers and stuff. Like, I have a brother, like, oh, I know, like, it just feels weird and like shallow, I guess. The dad, I think, dies or something, and then the kids joined the military to be his thing, which is basically, I mean, that's sort of what I feel a little bit about Black Ops 2 as well, is because the main character is the son of the character from Black Ops 1. I think it works for this because you have the two timelines, and it's a very easy way to connect and it works. It's just, I don't know. When I play Ghosts, I'll have an actual thing to talk about that or whatever, but this was Black Ops 2. It was good. It was fun. It was Call of Duty. That's all I can say. I realized that as I've been playing these Call of Duty games, I feel like I understand the sentiment around Call of Duty that, people had back in 2012 and 2013 going into Ghosts. I'm not necessarily burnt out, like I don't feel like playing these anymore, because I still want to play through, them all, but I wholly understand that it's going from like, Modern Warfare was fucking awesome. World at War was, really cool and it had a brilliant atmosphere, and was, and then Modern Warfare 2 was like, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff going on. This is really cool. They're ramping it up. And then Black Ops happens and you're like, oh my god, that's so fucking cool, and the ending is awesome. And then Modern Warfare 3, and it's like, yeah, we're still doing this. It's still really cool. Lots of stuff happening. Lots of people dying. And then Black Ops 2, it's like, yep, like it's getting, I guess, I don't know, samey, or like they have to up the stakes every time. I can feel the fatigue setting in, or at least like a perspective on how people were getting fatigued. I obviously have like, hindsight of the fact that I know the next few Call of Duty games are gonna get, relative to this, really bad. Hang on, there's a cutscene happening.
Menendez! What the fuck are you doing? So hard. Oh.
Hey, goddammit! Our fans are expecting a killer show tonight, so do not fuck this up!
Está bien, señor. Hey, Timer, you ready to rock?
I'm ready to roll, baby! Oh, that shit? Nah, I'm just fucking lazy.
What?
Let's go kill this thing!
Hoorah! Double time!
What
That means you,
the
Menendez.
fuck is happening? What is going on? What is happening? What is happening? What's some drums? What is this? And like, oh, they just showed a girl who like, is it like, oh my god, there's a weapon or something, and then they're like, it's a girl, and then oh no, they got the girl, and then she never actually does anything to the story after that. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? The fucking president! What the fuck? And there's a title screen. It's over. It's Black Ops 2. These Strike Force missions had like an effect on the story, I'm pretty sure. Like depending on what you did, certain, you know, like forces like Russia or Afghanistan would join the SDC or whatever if you didn't do them, which is what I didn't do them. But if you did, I think you would have got like drone support from from them. I don't, it doesn't matter. All right, I did not expect the goddamn rock show to happen at the end. It's crazy. Okay, 450 gamer score out of the, what, 17? Doesn't matter. 450 gamer score. All right, so there's a few achievements that I can do, that I know I can do. Complete all future levels, complete the campaign on veteran, stop Menendez. All right, complete all challenges. I don't think I'll do that anytime soon. Complete all challenges in a level. I could probably do that one. Yeah, anyway, these are all zombies ones after these multiplayer ones here. Yeah. So, quite a few achievements that I actually think are doable. For some reason I thought like it would just be all zombies stuff, and then like it would just be like complete all the challenges, and I was like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. But no, there's actual achievements that are like, you know, do certain things in the story, so that's fun. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.